I'm Chacho from LOLA Madrid.
I'm Michael from Lowe and Partners. Happy to be at Eurobest.
I think it mainly because it triggers human emotions that they are like there, no? And I think that right now it's like we are living a crisis, and Latins are used to live in crisis. So if you add Latin emotions or emotion very strong with an environment that is crisis, and you know how to move in the environment, voila.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I'd add to that is I think it also, great Latin American creativity has a kind of honesty and a truth. It's very natural, I think, the work. And then it's artistic as well. I think it's just a culture that really expresses itself artistically. And, in our industry, in the creative industry, that's obviously really important. The craft is as important as the content. So I think it's a combination of those things.
I think so too. I mean, I don't think that you need to translate it, basically. I mean, you don't need a translation. It's because it's so rooted into what people like or what people feel or the truth of that you want to say. Sometimes it's really basic, One time a guy, an old guy, told it to me, you know that it's really hot now, and it was really hot. And he said, you know why? And I was like, yeah, it's because the global warming and we are killing the world. And he said, no, it's summer. It's like sometimes we we try to overthink so much things, and maybe we just have to keep it like it is. And Latins usually are really straightforward to the heart or to the core of the thing, and don't messing around. It's like speaking to the heart and it's going straight.
And it's interesting, being a European, a Brit living in Europe, we go straight away at translation of language as the kind of one of the fundamental things that we have to do, because we're translating from English to French or French to German or German to Italian. I don't think it doesn't. You don't have that you don't apply that complexity. Partly because I think the currency is more of a visual one, and partly, as you say, because I just think you get to the heart of it.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you see campaigns around Europe that get really stuck, really lost in translation. And I think, in a way, the moment you think you've got to translate something, you've got a problem. And I think Latin American creativity doesn't trip up over that kind of stuff. The link between creativity and effectiveness has been a kind of industry question and conundrum for a long time. If you just take the IPA, which is a UK-based effectiveness scheme, but heralded, I think, pretty much as the most statistically, scientifically robust, the link is irrefutable. Creativity delivers effectiveness. And we know it instinctively. We've just never really necessarily built the cases or had the data to show it. It's irrefutable. And I think anybody who ignores that equation, anyone who thinks that you don't need the creative bit, you just need the effective, has completely missed it. And I think particularly in today's environment, which is so much more about social culture, social media, about participation, what's good for the company needs to be good for me as well. It's not just a one-way street. Creativity gets you there and therefore gets you effectiveness.
Stay hungry, my friend.
Yeah.
I think that what I saw in a lot of young creatives, the good ones are the ones that are more hungry. They want to stay and they want to know more. They're begging for work. They really want to do more and more and more. They are the ones that I know that succeed. All the others that come to the agency young and they are leaving early, not because they want to stay long, they are bad that they leave early. It's because they just want to be there for, say, I was there, but they don't want to squeeze the opportunities or see what is happening or try to learn. I think it's like when you go to university, right? You can go and do nothing, or you can go and experiment. And I said to them all the time, you are all the right to make a lot of mistakes. You can make all the mistakes. I can't. You all the time can make mistakes. And I'm happy to see that because I want to learn from that. So I think that they are really hungry for do new things, for experiment, to question, to learn.
I would add to that. I think creative people coming through are much more frontline than creative people have ever had to be in the past. So I think as much as the hunger is so important, the talent, the raw talent is so important, and the hunger, I think the modern generation of great creative people are instinctive, strategic, sort of entrepreneurial people as much as creative people. So it's a big ask, I mean, it's a really big ask, but if you've got some of that blend, you don't have to have everything to the max, but if you've got some of that blend, that's really good raw material to work with.
Exactly.